I wrote a book, right? It's called Buy a Game and it's free. Click the link down there.
DreAllDay.com.
What's going on, everybody? Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. We back with another Dre Stories. I wasn't even gonna make this a Dre Stories, but I told it on Snapchat, and somebody snapped me and said, Dre, you definitely got to make a Dre Stories out of that. So I'm gonna tell y'all this Dre story, what happened. So this was a Sunday morning, right? And this is like a week or two after daylight savings happened. So when daylight savings happened in the fall, that meant the sun came up earlier. So instead of it getting bright outside at like 7:30, it started getting bright at like 6:30. So this Sunday morning, I'm looking outside, I'm looking over the balcony, and I'm like several stories up, but I could see cars and I could make out people, right? So I'm looking out there and I see this dude standing next to a car. He's standing next to the passenger side, not the driver's side, but the passenger side. This black dude with a white tee on. He's standing next to the passenger side, and the way he's moving his body, it looked like he was trying to like Jimmy open the door. So my first two thoughts, the first one was like, I was just joking with myself. The way he was moving, looks like he's having sex, the way he's standing there. But mind you, it's bright outside. It's like the way it is outside right now, that's how it was when I seen him. So I was like, all right, he ain't having sex. Then the next thing I thought was, all right, this dude might be trying to steal this car, because the way he was moving is like he was trying to, you know, if you ever lock your keys in the door or you ever seen somebody break into a car, they try to jam something in between the window to open the thing up, unlock the door. So that's what it looked like he was doing, just the way he was moving, because I couldn't see what he was actually doing. I could only see his back, and I could just see the way his body was moving, the way he was moving his whole, like his torso. So I was like, look, like he's trying to break into that car. But then I'm looking at the car. It's this car, and it had the tail lights was on. Like the car was in drive, but it was in park. So I'm like, all right, he probably ain't trying to steal the car because the car is running already. So it's probably his car. So I guess he locked his keys in the car. That's just what it appeared to be to me. So I'm sitting there watching. I'm gonna watch this dude. I'm gonna see if he can get this door open, or if he's gonna give up and just call a locksmith or somebody to come unlock the door to his car so he can drive off. Because it looks like the car is still running because the car was in park. That's why the tail lights was on. So I'm watching him. And this is like, mind you, this only takes like 90 seconds. So I'm looking at dude, and I can tell that he's really exerting himself, because as he's jimmying, I can see him putting his head back like this, and he's turning his head like this. So I can tell he's really putting a lot of effort into this. Obviously, it's not working. I'm like, this dude is not getting his door open. So then this is what happens, right? Dude, he backs away from the passenger side door of the car. He finally stops trying to do whatever he was doing. He stopped doing all that movement. He backs away. And I'm looking at him as he starts moving, because it was hard to tell when he was standing in one spot. But as he starts moving, I can tell that his pants are not up. Like I can tell he got on a t-shirt, but you can't see. I can see his legs. Like he's a black guy, I can see his legs. I'm like, dude ain't got no pants on, or at least his pants are not pulled up. So as he backs away from the passenger side door, I noticed that the door is actually open. I thought the passenger side door was closed, but it was actually open the whole time. But the way his body was, you couldn't see that the door was open. So then, out of the passenger side of his car, backing out, all I see is this light complexion ass, bare ass backing out of the car. A bare ass backs out of the car, and then a person stands up and starts fixing her hair. It was a girl. So this dude was having sex with this girl from the back in the passenger side of his car with the door open in broad daylight. And this is, you know what's crazy about this? As I'm watching dude, because where his car is parked, he's like on a strip of land where cars are parked. His car's in front of him, his car's behind him. But again, it's broad daylight, and I seen a dude who was like 20 feet ahead of him walking. He was walking away from the car, which meant that guy just walked right past him while he's having sex in his car, and this person just walked right by while he's doing it, and he just kept going. And I'm like, yo, this is crazy. And mind you, it's like 7 o'clock in the morning, so it wasn't a lot of people out. It wasn't cars riding by. So I guess he figured this was the best place he could do it. Maybe it was the only place he can do it. And then, so after the girl stands up, she like had a dress on, so she like pulled her dress down so she was covered. He pulled his pants up, and then he's like leaning against the passenger side area of the car, and she stands up, and it looks like they're having a brief conversation. They say stuff to each other. Then she starts walking away, like the other direction from the person who was walking. And as she gets about 10 steps away, he yells to her. He says something to her. He's like trying to get her attention to get her to come back. And then she didn't come back because I'm watching, and I could see her. She disappeared under the bridge, and she kept walking. And then I heard him say, he was like, yo, come here. And he said it real loud. Like you could hear him clearly what he said. He was like, yo, come here. But she didn't come back. He's just standing there. He's looking, and obviously she just kept walking. And like 2 minutes later, the dude, he goes around to the driver's side of his car. He gets in the car and he just drives off. So that's a Dre story. 7 o'clock in the morning, this dude having sex, doggy style with this girl, broad daylight, while people is walking by in Miami. DreAllDay.com. Testing. 1, 2. Sound check. Test.